Oh, David, look at them. Oh, my God.
It's crazy.
Oh,
They're everywhere.
Oh, watch this one.
wow.
This is better than Yellowstone.
Wow. Somebody owns these?
Yeah, they all got tags.
Oh, my God.
Bells.
Bells. I'll be there with
Oh.
bells on, right?
I see more.
We're gonna get them.
Will they move?
I hope so.
What if you beep the horn? Okay. Oh, look at the babies. I never saw so many.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't believe this. Oh my God. These are cows.
Yeah, we'd like to get through, Mr. Cow.
I hope they don't.
Look at this one.
Idiot.
Look at him. Oh my gosh, roll your window up. Is your window up?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna go around you. Just be good.
Oh my God.
And you're gonna stay right there, okay? We'll go around you. Look at this guy.
There's one over here. Wait,
Yeah.
there's one there.
Okay.
One there.
Cow slalom down Mount Etna. Do the cows.
Gosh.
I can't believe this thing.
That guy's got horns.
Well, they have signed cows.
Okay.
Oh my God.
We're trying to get a U-turn. You're doing great. Oh dear.
What makes you think cars are even supposed to go here?
Because I see the tire prints.
You do, for real?
Yep. There's the church. A cat.
Do you really see tires?
Bah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, there's even another car here.
Oh, we gotta pay attention to how he goes out. There we go. This reminds me of that. What's that song with Bell?
Just think how old is this?
Well, your dad was born in the
And that's the North Shore of
1880s?
Sicily. North Shore of Sicily.
1880s.
I doubt it's open, you know, or working.
Yeah.
But this is a small town.
So Vincenzo and Rosario were your great-grandparents, and their son, Giuseppe, they grew up in this town.
What's it say?
And Giuseppe was Rosario's dad.
Did you have that turned off?
Because it knows you're here.
How come it rang?
So I'm going along the side of the church, and I notice this gate and this wall and these big rocks. And it's really cool abandoned house. And then I look over the wall, and it's just a sheer drop. All the way down to that river. So we think it was, the church was destroyed and rededicated on December 28th, 1908. I wonder if this bell tower survived. Cut. This way. Oh dear. You gotta cut it. Stop.
So we drove by and we found a cemetery, and I announced that there was a limo, but the cemetery was closed, and for some reason, Dave thought it was okay to bring his mother up here.
Wow, I love the way you tell stories.
Okay, I'm okay.
Unfortunately, from this picture, you can't tell how steep this hill is. I'm going to take you on a little adventure and try not to fall in the berry bush full of thorns. Okay. Yeah, going downhill. I don't think your mom's been on a vacation like this before. Yep. So going downhill.
What can I take from here?
Yep, then over here we got all these steps going downhill.
What do you think, Mom?
What did you say a minute ago?
Say a prayer.
No, before that, you said, I'm glad.
I saw that.
Are you glad you came?
What?
Are you glad your knucklehead son brought you all the way over here?
Dragged you up through the thorn bushes?
I'm really crazy.
You poor
No,
thing.
you guys are crazy to do this.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought we were going to be able to get in.
I appreciate
That's a bummer.
it.
Yeah.
That's a bummer we couldn't get in. But day one ends in Trippy, and way out there at the end of the video out there should be Messina, the tip of the northeast coast of Sicily.
I hope you make a lot of money, Rose. Look at my chicken salad. My God, I could share with you. I hope you're doing good and not giving my stuff away.
Who's your new sidekick? Who's your new sidekick? Come on! Who do you love?
Oh, I can't say that.
We're in Syracuse. Bye-bye. Talk to you soon. We'll give you a call when we get a chance. The ear of Dionysus. What do you think?
Wait for that. Look at this.
Let's go.
She needs you to hold her hand.
The kids are going to say, what the heck?
Look at this. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I mean, what is that? That's like 5 stories high.
Ah.
It's like we're going into this dark abyss.
You know what the problem is?
What?
I got sunglasses on.
Oh yeah, take the sunglasses off. Is that better? Go.
Hold your mom.
All right, I got her.
All right.
Oh, you could see the chisels, the tools where they did it.
What's this?
This what? What's what?
What?
What do you see?
Wait.
Oh, sole mio.
Never mind. Oh, Sylvia.
Oh, sole mio.
Oh my God. I thought it was holding a stranger's hand.
This is nuts.
You sure this
Are you videoing?
Yeah. What, do you want to say something?
No,
Help! How's that sound?
It's perfect.
You know what the kids are going to say about you.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
out of the well.
I'm all right.
Crazy like a fox.
Oh my goodness. It felt like something.
This is the Greek Theater in Syracuse. It's beautiful. It's getting set up for a concert. You can see a piano down there and a mirror wall. And you can see the Mediterranean. And Terry and Grandma are over there. There's the Mediterranean. Beautiful, beautiful view. We'll circle around. And this is kind of like the concession area and the bathrooms. So you can hear the water. I guess this is where you either went to the bathroom or drank. So cool. So most likely this was added by the Romans after the Greeks were long gone, because the Romans were known to create aqueducts and waterways. And this is inside the cave we just saw. It is awesome. Here's one of the concession windows. Yeah, I'd like a beer and a hot pretzel, please. And they'd cook the pretzel back there, pour the beer, and fun never stops. All kinds of crazy carvings in this wall. This looks like an area where they transport in the hot dogs and beer. This cave definitely has signs of fire. And they have possibly burial areas. This is a fertility chair. I don't know where the smoke used to go if it didn't go out here. This is a Roman arena, so it would have been around time of the Roman Empire, and it's really awesome to see. You can see a ground floor entrance way down here, and then that might be where different animals might come in, or gladiators, and then you can see there's an exit over here, similar, and then in between I could see this kind of tunnel that wrapped around, and that would have been covered, as I'll show you over there. And then you can see these different tunnels for people to come and get their seats. And if you look down here, I don't know, maybe that's where the lions were. They would let them out. You can see that's all kind of caved in. But now you can see how there probably were more seats up above where this hadn't caved in. And then there's like a moat down there. I'm not sure what's going on there, with an entrance to the left and an entrance on the south side down here. This is like completely awesome. Much better view of that south exit area, and then there is the main forum, and on the other side you can see the entrance I was talking about. There you go. So you can see, so this walkway down here, this would have been all covered, but it looks like the roof has fallen in. And you can see if we come along here, more how it would have been right there. So there would have been seats on it. So this would be the walkway, underground walkway. There's the door that goes out to the seats. And this tunnel is, you can see the shelf there. That's what they built the arch that covered it, that you see there. That arch was concrete. So this would have been one of the main entrances, I believe it's the east entrance to the stadium, and it goes down under where we're standing and then comes out into that main tunnel, and then those are the field level tickets. Front row. Now we're at the north end, and again, here's the tunnel that we've been talking about. And then it goes straight down to the field level, to the main gate. That's the main entrance gate. And there's a steps going up the other side.
These steps
And you can
look
see
good.
that moat-looking thing does not have a hole where the side moat comes in, so we have a mystery to figure out. Here I just noticed there's a lower level tunnel that goes along circumferentially around the arena. I didn't notice that before. And then let's take you from here. So this is the entrance and the hallway. And it makes a left-hand turn up these stairs.
We think these are the sarcophaguses here. And if you look down here, there's even more of them. Oh, you're...
This is a Roman arena. So it would have been around time of the Roman Empire. And it's really awesome to see. You can see a ground floor entrance way down here. And then that might be where different animals might come in, or gladiators. And then you can see there's an exit over here, similar, and then in between I could see this kind of tunnel that wrapped around, and that would have been covered, because I'll show you over there. And then you can see these different tunnels for people to come and get their seats. And if you look down here, I don't know, maybe that's where the lions were. They would let them out. You can see that's all kind of caved in. But now you can see how there probably were more seats up above where this hadn't caved in. And then there's like a moat down there. I'm not sure what's going on there, with an entrance to the left and an entrance on the south side down here. This is like completely awesome. A much better view of that south exit area. And then there is the main forum. And on the other side, you can see the entrance I was talking about. There you go. So you can see, so this walkway down here, this would have been all covered, but it looks like the roof has fallen in. And you can see if we come along here, more how it would have been right there. So there would have been seats on it. So this would be the walkway, underground walkway. There's the door that goes out to the seats. And this tunnel is, you can see the shelf there. That's what they built the arch that covered it, that you see there. That arch was concrete. So this would have been one of the main entrances, I believe it's the east entrance to the stadium, and it goes down under where we're standing and then comes out into that main tunnel, and then those are the field level tickets. Front row. Now we're at the north end, and again, here's the tunnel that we've been talking about. And then it goes straight down to the field level, to the main gate. That's the main entrance gate. And there's a steps going up the other side.
These steps
And you can
look
see
good.
that moat-looking thing does not have a hole where the side moat comes in, so we have a mystery to figure out. Here I just noticed there's a lower level tunnel that goes along circumferentially around the arena. I didn't notice that before. And then let's take you from here. So this is the entrance and the hallway. And it makes a left-hand turn up these stairs. They're building a sunbathing platform off the wall, the water wall. And they're putting it on old scaffolding. It's pretty cool. One.
This is the Fonte Aretusa.
And what's it known for?
Ducks.
Ducks? No. Inspiring artists. We're at the very point of Artesia. This is the underground aqueduct that feeds it. And yes. Wait, what is that? She's right, it is ducks. Very good.
Si acchiappa fantasia mi pisce dalla vita mia. Oh mamma mi non oh mamma mi voglio maritare. Oh mamma mi voglio maritare. Figa mia cucciatari mamma mi ha pensato.
Bravo! Castello Magnace. This is the very tip of Artesia. This fort has been here since Greek and Roman times, and this protected the harbor. So we're staying on the harbor. Here's the harbor over here, and this basically opens up to the Mediterranean. And this is a fortress that protects. And you can see the infamous slitted walls where the people with bows and arrows would hang out and shoot arrows out. And we're gonna go in. Lucky us. This is where the friendly boats got to dock. So the castle was built under Byzantine rule around 1200 AD. So this castle was built in 1200 AD during the Byzantine time, and it's right at the tip of the cape, protecting the port of Syracuse, which was the center of commerce and was one of the top 3 populated cities in Greek time. And so during Constantine, it probably had 1 million soldiers. During Byzantine time, it probably had about 1 million soldiers. I mean, during Byzantine time, it probably had 1 million or more inhabitants. So this was the fort that kept the bad guys away.
What you doing, Jimmy?
This is the Temple of Athena. It's now a Catholic church. And what's super cool about this is if you understand the temple walls were not breached. So all these arches and windows were cut into the ancient Greek temple walls, probably during the Byzantine period. And the old Greek pillars, those are the old Greek pillars from about 5 to 700 BC, and they were the perimeter of the original building. And basically this area would have been the vault, the super important temple that very few people got to go into. And if you look at the stones, you can see very clearly that the old tools they used to cut the stones left. That's not as the old tools they left. The old tools they used to cut the stone left these kinds of marks. And then this is 500 BC or later. This is more like 1200 AD. These are the types of tools they used to cut through this wall, this temple wall. And then on the outside, this would be 500 BC, and they would scallop, stack these together and scallop them, and then later they came in and filled in between the original pillars to create a greater enclosed space. So this you could see was 500 BC, and the scalloping was done. And then obviously this was filled in later to create a much larger enclosed space for the church. This was originally a temple, then it was a church due to the Normans invading, then it was a mosque due to the Persians invading, and then it was a church either through the Lombards or the Byzantine Empire. Now it's a Catholic church. You can't ever forget to look down when you're in these, to look, because the floors are as amazing as everything else in this church. This looks like it was probably a crypt. Fort Villiers. Yeah, what do you think, Ma? How do you like Sicily so far?
Every day's better than the last one. It's all just very interesting. I love that.
Yeah. Well, we're very happy to have you on the trip.
You're taking care of me.
You make it easy because you're so lovable.
Oh, thank you.
Back to the sea.
I love this.
Here's the outside of the temple. You can see the scalloping across the top and the old pillars from ancient Greece. And then these were the original temple steps that went into the temple, and those walls weren't there 500 years ago. And those walls weren't there 25 100 years ago. Oh, here goes Grandma. Go ahead, Ma. Huh? So this is the Hunter Diana. And we see he's surrounded by a man on a fish and a half man, half serpent on a horse. And I'll go the other side. The fountain was created by Mochetti in 1907 as ordered by the Syracuse Council on the 1st February 1906. It represents the myth of Artusia when Diana hides her by the site of Alpheus. What are you rushing for, Arthurus? What are you rushing for, Arthusa? Why are you rushing? He called again. Just as I was, I fled without my clothes, so much the more fiercely in pursuit he burned, and being naked, I seemed readier for him. I cried out, "Help me, I will be taken." "Diana, help the one who bore your weapons for you." The goddess was moved and raised an impenetrable cloud, threw it over me. The river god circled and concealed the fog, and in ignorance, searching about the hollow mist, twice, without understanding, he rounded the place. He did not go far. Cold sweat poured down my imprisoned limbs, and dark drops trickled from my whole body, and moisture dripped from my hair. And faster than I can now tell the tale, I turned to liquid. Indeed, the river god saw his love in the water, and putting off the shape of a man he had assumed, he changed back to his own watery form and mingled with mine. So there are 3 half men, half serpents. 2 of them are riding horses, and 1 is riding a fish. And then there's 1 female with a baby riding a fish, half female, half serpent, riding a fish. And I think both fish have a smaller fish in their mouth. The Greek Temple of Apollo. See the scalloped pillars, the 4 steps coming up. The main wall, if I lean over a little bit, that's the main interior wall there. The Temple of Apollo, 4 stairs, external pillars, interior wall. That arch was put on later. That's been changed because you can see the block on top is much different than the block on bottom. And they didn't have windows in the temple. And then here would be probably the front of the temple. And you can see this was the cap of a pillar like this. The temple was a 6th century Greek temple to Apollo, and it was then taken over by the Byzantine church, and then an Arab mosque, and then a Norman basilica, and it got incorporated in 1562 by the Spanish barracks, and again got superimposed by Santa Maria in 1664, and then they finally did the final restoration. It was destroyed in the final restoration in 1858 to 1942. A lot of history here.
Yeah, I like it sideways.
We are trying to get off the island of Ortygia to go pick up everybody at the Catania airport.
Turn left on Piazza.
Cross the round. After the round, on the left, you see Casale del Notaio. About meno di un chilometro. Meno. Okay.
Perfecto. Grazie mille.
Who else is sharing steak?
But they'll get their own plates too.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't know that. Mark knew it. I didn't.
Pototi.
I didn't know it.
So, Ma, this is Giuseppe Lemo's house. Your uncle.
Come here.
All right. And it's Stefano's great grandfather.
Come si dice mattone in inglese? But the doors and that.
14th century.
Did anybody give that guy a review on TripAdvisor?
I went to and I couldn't find it. I didn't try that hard.
Las Vegas.
Say again, Anastasia?
I think it's original. Because the same kind of wall is,
All the way through, yeah.
yeah, because it can be original.
Yeah.
But yeah, on their sign it said West Las Vegas.
Beautiful. This is just like feudal times, kings and knights and
Yes, this is black last one. Yes, and that. Pay attention.
yes.
See how it goes down?
Oh my goodness.
Any one of you is frightened by bats?
No. We brought we rented a large van. Oh, afraid of bats. So she said travel by bus.
No.
I think no one would want to hear me scream at this.
I really like those things.
Archie medieval. What does that mean?
Yeah,
Nice restaurant.
Archi medievali, yeah.
We rented a large van.
This is from 1509. 1509.
So this is a castle from 1509. Yeah.
Yes. This was Clarendon's family castle. And the windows are original and there are the beautiful columns. They're so tiny. So
Yes. Yeah.
is just
is on the back. This has been all
part of
replaced.
the church.
The original church was built in the what century? 13th?
That was of the 13th century.
Okay.
And this part is of 18th century.
18th century.
Yeah, 1783.
Destroyed by earthquake or war?
I don't know.
Probably earthquake. Yeah. They're welcoming you, Grandma. They're welcoming you with the bells.
We can look for some more information in the church because I asked for the
Marriage?
registry.
Yeah. Matrimony or?
Look for something, yes.
Yeah.
There's an eagle and two snakes and a lion, and they were three different cities and families that were chiefs of those streets. But this has been remade because the original parts there have been destroyed. The original statue and the original parts are made are part of the church.
Ah, part of the church.
Yes, you can see them, but they're living because it has been quite completely destroyed, and they are on the walls. Oh, the sun. So there, over there, the lion, and a little part of the statue, the original statue. So they will be forever in the church. That was a giant
Okay.
who lived in these surroundings.
Okay.
Piracmone is the name of the giant.
Got it. And then the snake symbolizes in the
There are
lion
3 towns, 3 main cities.
in Randazzo or Sicily?
No, vediamo se c'ho la cosa del Piracmone anche qua, se no la cerco. Allora, beh, perché ora comincio a parlare francese.
Yes, English.
It has been remade in 1737. Ducezio, questo è chiamato Piracmone, but also Ducezio. It was one of the stories. It was a hero, a Sicilian hero of the 5th century before Christ.
Oh,
Who fought against the Greeks and conquered Sicily. Piracmone, instead, was the name of a giant who in the mythology lived in these territories. Peoples of this town named him Randazzo Vecchio. It's the
Okay.
old Randazzo.
yep.
Because of this statue, maybe could represent 3 populations which has founded this town. So were 3 cities, maybe 3 of the 5 cities.
Sure.
It could be which founded
Yes.
the town. And there are 3 symbols: a lion, which is there were the symbols of the town, and they symbolizes also other 3 things that are the strength and royalty, that is the lion. The eagle is freedom and generosity. It could be
Generosity.
generosity. And the 2 snakes are prudenza. Come lo dico prudenza? When you're careful.
Okay.
And la saggezza. Sophia, la saggezza is knowledge.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. La
The snake
conoscenza.
is knowledge and
Knowledge
careful.
and careful, yes.
And the
Prudenza.
the lion-
I don't remember the name for Prudenza.
The lion is
The lion is strength,
strength
and royalty.
and royalty.
And the
eagle
eagle
is freedom.
freedom and generosity.
okay.
Yes.
And the other guy's the giant.
And the giant.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, no, so
Huh?
She didn't think it was open.
Yeah, it's open.
does this look the way it did for you, Game?
This looks better.
Light candles.
Is he busy? Yeah, okay. It's all right, baby. Mom wants to say a prayer. So there's the altar where they were married. She wants to light a candle. Come on. I don't know.
I don't care. I got a big candle.
That's why we. Let's keep them together.
Stephen,
Go ahead.
that looks original.
Yeah. This is the baptismal fountain from 1306, where Giuseppe Rosario and Giuseppe Lemo were baptized. Stations of the Cross. This is made of seeds. It's like a mosaic. Corn and beans. It's like red corn, yellow corn, lentils, pinto beans. It's beautiful.
They're real.
Jesus' body was paraded down the street on Easter Day. Similarly, the Madonna is paraded in a similar glass coffin on August 25th, Assumption of Mary.
David, we do in Vermont.
You have 3 candles for who? You did,
Well, the Father. Oh,
and you.
I was hoping he would have blessed us.
Yeah.
But August 15th, we would. in-
August
in
15th.
Vermont,
Yeah.
they did
They
that.
continued the tradition in Vermont.
They used to take the Blessed Mother
Yeah.
through all the streets.
Yes.
And we were, little kids wear white.
Yeah. So give me the 3 candles are for
Mom, Pop.
and all of us.
I was hoping the priest would have blessed us, but he didn't.
We can ask them to.
Huh?
We can ask them to.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
He's looking up your marriage record.
He is?
Yeah, he's looking up the marriage record to see if he can find it.
The priest?
Yeah.
He's not here.
He has the book. I think he's in the office. Yeah.
Yeah, you should ask him to bless us.
Here is Giuseppe and
David, do you have a picture of this?
Not yet. I'm waiting. Yes.
Allora forse questo è il padre che ha preso la figlia? Può essere? Perché questo dice il nome del padre, questo è il nome invece della figlia, che sarebbe sua mamma, e questo invece è suo nonno.
So my dad thinks.
No, perché c'è scritto Lalbo, Giuseppe, Collo, Anastasia.
Allora avranno sbagliato a scrivere il nome forse.
O ha sbagliato il prete?
Sarà che si sarà confuso, invece di scrivere il nome del figlio ha scritto il nome del padre. Perché lui mi diceva che hanno sbagliato a scrivere.
What does that mean? What did you say?
They were thinking, why here is written Giuseppe
Yeah.
instead of Rosario? sì.
Yeah.
Because Giuseppe is the father and Rosario is the son.
I don't think any of them could read or write to know it was wrong.
I think.
I think it was a mistake, and nobody
Yes, it's a
could read or
mistake.
wite to know it was.
Yes, because they are the two that have been married, so
Yes.
it was surely a mistake. Yes.
Can you read this in English for us? Can you like?
Take a picture of this and I translate. Millesimo, nongentesimo, duodecimo sarebbe 1912.
Okay.
So in the year 1912, in the day 28 of the month of September.
Okay.
In the church with this collegiata ecclesia è come se lo traduco collegiata, this is not a translation, collegiata is this church,
Okay.
of St. Nicholas. Che siamo in parrocchia, mi deve aiutare lei perché è in latino.
E anche nella chiesa
And
parrocchiale
also in the church of St. Nicholas.
dove è una ripetizione di questa città di Randazzo
of
che nei
this
giorni
town of Randazzo in the days
Qui non capisco questo 8-15.
L'hanno scritto al contrario, sarà il 15 di ottobre.
Ah,
15...
no, è strano perché poi 22 settembre. E questo deve essere Uius Civitatis Randazzi. In questa città di Randazzo è la cosa del comune.
So, the 22 September and 15...
Forse alle 8:15, allora.
Ah, this may be the time. So at the this time, no?
8:15.
A 8:15 in the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning, 8:15.
What time in the morning?
8:15.
A 8:15, 8:15. Sorry. Yes. So at 8:15, in the day of the 22 of September, they was married in the municipals, and in 28 of September of the 1912, they were married here in this church, St. Nicholas. E poi?
E qui in pratica che non c'è stato nessun impedimento legittimo
With no problem.
o dispensazione di
No
impedimento. E infatti
Were there godparents? You know, when they're baptized? The godparents?
Se è possibile, chiedeva se noi possiamo sapere, se si sono visto che si sono battezzati qui, se ci sono i registri anche dei battesimi, poi per sapere i padrini, in caso. Però intanto finiamo magari col matrimonio.
Possiamo vedere, sì.
So we go on with the marriage and then we can look for
Okay.
the other documents. So, il sacerdote, this is the name of the priest that married them. Non so, non riesco a trovare.
Non lo capisco.
si sa.
Donno. Candaloisus.
Anyway, this
It's
is the name of the
okay.
priest. Okay.
I probably
can
didn't know that.
Yeah, yes,
Per
sure.
questo atto legittimo è inderogato,
This is
deputato.
a legal document that says that Lombo Giuseppe, this is written in Latin, Joseph. Lombo Giuseppe, poi che c'è scritto qui?
Uius. No. Filium Iosefi.
This is the name of the father who brings here the son. So he brought here his son to
Rosario.
get married. Rosario. Giuseppe brought here his son to get married with Giuseppe.
Yes.
Yes.
È figlio della la madre coniugato con Sofia,
And he was married with Sofia.
la nonna.
Giuseppe, I think it was your grandmother.
Sophia.
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 E il cognome com'era?
Il cognome lo sapete? The surname? Sophia's surname?
I don't remember.
Oh, this is not a
Yes.
problem.
Yes.
I
Sophia.
remember Sophia.
Sophia is a surname.
Si riesce a capire?
Non lo capisco.
Did it work?
Yes, it works.
There we go.
With the blessing of Mary's, with Mary's blessing in this day. Il Signore è con te, tu sei
Santa Maria, Madre di Dio, prega per noi peccatori, adesso nel nome della nostra morte. Amen. Supplica sin confucius, Santa Dei Genetrix, nostras defecationes, de nestigias necessitatis nostris, sera peritus cumplis, libera nos sempre, vitum glorios benedicta. Dominus vobiscum, et cum spiritu tuo. Oremus, omnipotens semiderne Deus, gloriosi virgis Matis Maria, corpus et anima, Turinum Filii Tui habitacum effici benedetto, Spiritu Santo cooperante preparasti, da ut cuius commemoratione dell'etatum, eius pia intercessione avistantibus maris, et a morte perpetua liberemur per emunde Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen. Benedictio Deo Omnipotentis, Patris et Filii e il Spirito Santo discenda super vos et manet semper. Amen.
Amen.
Auguri. Aiutorium nostrum Domine Domini, per cielo et terra.
With the blessing of Mary's, with Mary's blessing in this day.
Ave Maria, piena di grazia,
Il Signore è con te. Tu sei
tra le donne, benedetto il frutto del tuo seno Gesù. Santa Maria, Madre di Dio, prega per noi peccatori, adesso è l'ora della nostra morte. Amen. Supplica sin confugimus, Santa Dei Benedictis, nostras defecationes, de rescriptas necessitatis nostris, sera peritus cumplis, libera nos sempre, vivo gloria nostra benedicta. Dominus vobiscum, et cum spiritu tuo. Oremus, omnipotens semiderne Deus, gloriosi Virgis Matis Mariae corpus et anima, Dignum Filii Tui Epitatum effici benedetto, Spiritu Santo cooperante preparasti, da ut cuius commemorazione dell'età, eius pia intercessione avistantibus maris, et a morte perpetua liberemur per emunde Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen. Benedictio Dei Omnipotentis, Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti descendat super vos et manet semper. Amen.
Amen.
Auguri.
Original, so they're a bit ruined because they have passed the wars and the earthquakes.
How old is
They survived
How old is the
till
art?
now.
Infatti questa è una delle chiese più, diciamo, più vuote per le opere d'arte, non è come Santa Maria.
Yes, le macerie della guerra.
Sì, delle
Because in the
40
Second World War, this church has been destroyed, and all of these pictures and all of the things you can see here were under the ruins of the church, so they had to put them away from these ruins, and you can find they are a bit ruined. Wow. It's,
Oh yeah, look at the
il quartiere
rip.
greco è stato il più colpito.
This is the Greek quarter, and this quarter has been the most. It has the more damage.
There.
All other, yes, than all other quarters.
How old is the art?
How?
How old is the art originally?
A quando risalgono le opere d'arte?
Allora, ce ne sono anche del 1605, poi a seconda.
1605 and
Renaissance,
something
yeah.
new, yes.
Okay, let's see the statue. San Nicole.
Questa chiesa, diciamo, anche una forte devozione. Pietra lavica, lavica.
Let's see the statue so we can get going. We're just gonna go see the statue of San Nicole.
We are going to explain the statue, and we want to see the triptychal of.
È fatta completamente in marmo.
This is made entirely by marble. Marble statue. This is a marble statue.
Questa statua è molto, diciamo, è molto miracolata, in un certo senso, perché qui è caduta una bomba come proprio nella parte della cupola e non è stata completamente.
A bomb hit here?
Yes, it fell here. This through
The dome?
Infatti la cupola è stata fatta nel 1904, ma è stata ricostruita nel 50 perché è stata distrutta all'epoca.
all the part is new. So the bomb fell here, but this statue didn't go broken, hasn't been broken
Yeah.
by the bomb. So this is a miracle because the bomb was here. Everything has been destroyed,
Yeah.
but the statue were safe. In più questa statua ha perso sangue dall'apostolo. And there is another miracle about this.
This church was bombed.
Yes, this church was bombed, and a big part of this church have been destroyed and then made up in the centuries. And this statue, there is another miracle about this statue because c'è il 6 anno? No, il secolo XVII sarebbe 18th century. In the 18th century, through the abdomen of St. Nicholas,
Is this St. Nicholas? No.
St. Nicholas,
Yes.
yes, this is Santa Claus, St. Nicholas Bishop.
Perso sangue dall'apostolo.
So this statue bleeded.
Oh my.
Yes, bleeded.
E da allora la peste
Its abdomen, and there was a pandemic situation of la peste, come si diceva? La peste bubonica.
Bubonic plague.
Yes, bubonic plague, and ended.
When he bled.
This miracle happened, this plague ended
What year?
in the 18th century.
19th century.
18th century.
Trinity.
Cioè, venuta qui parlando di tutte le scarpe.
It has been made by Antonello da Messina. It was one of the main artists of old territory and in Italy.
E il quadro rappresenta la Madonna con il bambino, Sant'Agata. Inizialmente quello si pensava che era Santa Lucia, ma dopo si è capito che era Santa Caterina, perché
So they are Mary with her child, Sant'Agata. Firstly, we thought it was Santa Lucia, but then we understood that she is Santa Caterina
Okay.
d'Alessandria.
che serve quello che ci è dedicato il convento di Pietro, Santa Caterina.
Sì.
Questo penso spiego. Ve lo spiego questo. Vabbè, se io volete solo dire cosa c'era.
Who's on the left?
Deposizione di Gesù.
Sì, quella è la deposizione di Gesù, però purtroppo
Gesù giù dalla croce, peccato che non si vede.
non si vede.
Cioè, la tortura, come si dice? They, I think you can see is her breast,
Santaga.
and she died as a martyr. Yes, I don't.
She's Catherine.
I don't
Catherine.
explain all the details.
That's it, yes.
It says what? For our Godfather?
Our beloved
For
Father.
our beloved Father. So Ma, come over here. Come over here.
What's this?
This is the house or the location where your dad grew up as a boy. When he married your mother, he lived there. So he lived here. He got baptized there. Then he lived there. They don't go far. Yeah. That's 30 and this is 25. So there you go. Oh, this is the Lemos. Yeah. Picture.
World War II, the Nazi soldiers were coming through here. The locals would pull.
I want to get it on video. Go ahead. What's the story?
My father lived here. Didn't have much money.
Yes.
He wanted to marry my mother. They said you have to go and earn 2,000, I don't know, whatever. America, earned the money, and came back and they let him marry him. Because my mother's parents were Masons.
Yeah, so your mom's parents were Masons. They were like the engineers of the day, the civil engineers of the day, and your father was a peasant. He was a farmer.
Mark, did you see?
This is the river that the Moors chased the Greeks up, and the Greeks settled up on this cliff, which is one of the first settlements of Randazzo. You see that super cool bridge.
People are eating the door. You can't go by this.
Show you the street where I grew up, which is Via
Like
Santa
this?
Maria dell'Agonia. And in this street there was a big palace and a church. And in that church, why it's called the Lagonia, Agony, because in that church they had the last. They celebrate for the last time the La Messa. They had the last celebration, and then so for this reason it's called Santa Maria dell'Agonia. And I grew up in this street, and now it's all closed because there is a center for tourists, and so it's all closed. But when I was a child, it was opened, and all open, and there was no roof and no door. It was an ancient door, wooden door.
Oh, jeez.
So we played in this little church. We can see it.
You can't play on the street.
Yes, we can play here. Now there's nobody, but usually in the summer you can see the children playing here, and the priest come out and say, "Shh." Yes.
So, what did you like growing up in Randazzo? What was your favorite memories?
Oh, you don't live here?
Yes, I
Oh,
live here.
yeah. No.
My favorite memories.
What'd you
I have a
play
lot of
with?
favorite memories.
What did you play with?
Where in
No.
this little church, old church, very old church, destroyed. You can see it. Visit it.
Yeah.
While we are going through St. Martin's Church, we can visit it. We are in the middle, so we can go left or right,
Yeah.
and we find something. Because this way there's St. Mary's Church, and this way there's St. Martin's Church. We can go maybe right, so you can see where I lived.
Okay.
And where I played.
Okay.
And we played in this little church with a tomb, a marble tomb under our feet.
Tomb.
We played volleyball under this tomb when we were children.
No dolls?
Toys? Dolls or toys growing up?
We had dolls, and I made everything myself for my dolls. My mother called me in dialetto campamunizza, that is, I collected everything, and made my own toys. So
Do you have
house,
them? You don't have them now.
my
What toys?
toys, they're in my mom's house.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have some
Puppets.
puppets. Oh, yes, and something. Yeah.
Pinocchio brought here? Pinocchio.
No, I don't like Pinocchio. And so I used
He's a liar. Pinocchio was a liar.
He was a liar.
Yes.
I don't like liars. I was a good child.
Yes.
So I made everything. I made a wedding dress for my doll with the
Big nose? Oh,
tissues. Tissues. Yes, with the tissues and the little cords of. Come ve lo spiego cosa sono I confetti? When we have something important, we put candies into a little piece of
A dish? Piazza?
it's something like a veil. Do you know
The veil?
Yes,
Yeah.
a little piece of veil. And I collected every veil, every little piece of, and I made. I was an expert of.
Yes.
I made everything.
Oh.
Or with the snacks, the piece of paper that where the snacks are put it in. I made a bed when it was empty, and made all the bed sheets and with everything I found, and then I turned it up down, and it was a table for my dolls.
Yeah, creative.
Yeah.
Kids are so spoiled today.
Well, we just go on Amazon and buy a table, buy a bed, buy a wedding dress.
Yes, but it's
Builds character.
something more.
Yes.
There's something more. You have everything ready, and it's not yours.
Yeah.
Found
Where's she going to take us for
There's
lunch?
something important.
I don't know yet.
Hungry?
I thought of another thing we need to do. We need to see Lucia.
Masturbate. I didn't eat. So
Yes.
Is she closed now, or?
We could reach her shop, but I don't know if he is at home. I can
Yeah.
phone
Why don't you
her.
phone her and ask
I
her
can
if she
phone
can,
her.
if we can
Yeah.
meet her somewhere. Maybe she could come to lunch.
Show you the street where I grew
Yeah.
up, which is
It's
Via
like this.
Santa Maria dell'Agonia. And in this street there was a big palace and a church. And in that church, why it's called the Lagonia, Agony, because in that church they had the last. They celebrate for the last time the La Messa. They had the last celebration, and then so for this reason it's called Santa Maria dell'Agonia. And I grew up in this street, and now it's all closed because there is a center for tourists, and so it's all closed. But when I was a child, it was opened, and all open, and there was no roof and no door. It was an ancient door, wooden door.
Oh, jeez.
So we played in this little church. We can see it.
You can't play on the street.
Yes, we can play here. Now there's nobody, but usually in the summer you can see the children playing here, and the priest come out and say, "Shh." Yes.
So, what did you like growing up in Radazzo? What was your favorite memories?
Oh, you don't live here?
Yes, I
Oh,
like
yeah.
here.
Yeah. No.
My favorite memories.
What'd you
I have
play
a lot of
with?
favorite memories.
What did you play with?
Where in this little church, old church, very old church, destroyed. You can see it. You can visit it.
Yeah.
While we are going through St. Martin's Church, we can visit it. We are in the middle, so we can go left or right,
Yeah.
and we find something. Because this way there's St. Mary's Church, and this way there's St. Martin's Church. We can go maybe right, so you can see where I lived.
Okay.
And where I played.
Okay.
And and we played in this little church with a tomb, a marble tomb under our feet.
Tomb.
We played volleyball under this tomb when we were children.
No dolls.
Did you have any dolls or toys growing up?
We had dolls, and I made everything myself for my dolls. My mother called me in dialetto campamunizza, that is, I collected everything, and made my own toys. So my
Do you have
house,
them? You don't have them now.
my
What
toys, they're in my mom's house.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have some
Puppets.
puppets. Oh, yes, and something. Yeah.
Pinocchio brought here. Pinocchio.
No, I don't like Pinocchio. And so I used
He's a liar. Pinocchio was a liar.
He was a liar.
Yes.
I don't like liars. I was a good child.
Yes.
So I made everything. I made a wedding dress for my doll with the
Big nose? Oh,
tissue.
funny.
Tissues. Yes, with the tissues and the little cords of. Come ve lo spiego cosa sono I confetti? When we have something important, we put candies into a little piece of
A dish?
something like a veil. Do you know the veil?
The veil?
Yes,
Yeah.
a little piece of veil. And I collected every veil, every little piece of, and I made. I was an expert of.
Yes.
I made everything.
Oh.
Or with the snacks, the piece of paper that where the snacks are put it in. I made a bed when it was empty, and made all the bed sheets and with everything I found. And then I turned it up down, and it was a table for my dolls.
Yeah, creative.
Yeah.
Kids are so spoiled today.
Well, we just go on Amazon and buy a table, buy a bed, buy a wedding dress.
Yes, but it's
Builds character.
something more.
Yes.
There's something more. You have everything ready, and it's not yours.
Yeah.
Found
Where's she going to
ready.
take us for
There's
lunch?
something important.
I don't know yet.
Hungry?
I thought of another thing we need to do. We need to see Lucia.
I can eat.
Yes.
Is she closed now or?
We could reach her shop, but I don't know if he is at home. I can
Yeah,
phone
why don't you
her.
phone her and ask
I
her
can
if she
phone
can, if we can meet her somewhere. Maybe she could come to lunch.
We do expect to find it.
I assume we're also looking for like 1800s.
I see it.
Oh, wow.
But where are they buried? Under
You're standing on them.
There's several, they're stacked up.
Yeah.
It's like an elevator.
Yeah, like the middle is open, and then there's a wall over there, and a wall over here, and a wall over here, and a wall over here, and they're stacked. The tombs are stacked on top of each other.
Wow.
Some of these guys down here are these are renters. These are renters. No, they're not all family.
This one on top is the one I think saw pictures of.
Yes. So
Rufino.
This guy looks kind of like Joe.
Giuseppe
yeah,
Rufino.
he does.
No, we want Rossidi.
Rossidi.
But Rossidi's up there somewhere. Because
I think
the
it's
name isn't.
Um,
But when we were here before, Stefano told us this is. What was her first name?
Franci-
Francisca?
Francisca.
No.
Yeah.
Rossidi?
Yeah.
L-I-M-O. What the heck is this?
Lino.
Yeah, but that's a,
That's the first
but
name.
it
That's
says
his first name.
Anastasi.
That's his first name. He's Lino Anastasi.
Oh, I thought it was changed again.
So when we were here before, Stefano pointed to a picture and said, "This is Francesca Rossidi. She's my great grandmother."
Oh my God!
Right.
And I go,
Really?
wait a minute. That's Dave's great grandmother. Was it great
Yeah.
or great?
Great grandma.
And that's when we determined
Yeah.
that they were second cousins. They both share the same great grandma.
Oh.
Right here, looking at these pictures.
But you got the name and the pictures. You get the pictures.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about the goat.
You didn't see the dog?
No.
Oh my god.
Golly. Adorable.
He looks like he lives outside.
Hi!
Oh, I feel so bad. He wants to say hi too.
Oh! Hi! So cute. Oh my god, he's the cutest thing. His little tail.
Don't. You shouldn't pet a dog like that.
I know.
As much as I would love to also,
Hi!
you shouldn't.
Oh!
I'm not saying he's covered in fleas.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, he is.
San Martino Church. We came by at 4 o'clock and it was open. Well, it looks like Christ coming off the cross again. That. So Anastasia said this cross, see this crucifix?
The lava.
They parade the crucifixes down the road, and they said every time they take this one off of the wall and they start to parade it outside, it rains. So they call it the crucifix of rain. She says every single time. So now they're taking it from a different church.
Well, I'll just know if they have a drought.
Yeah, if you have a drought, pull it off. Boy, that looks a lot like the Christ we saw on the altar at San Nicola.
This must be a pope.
Yeah. Maybe it's San Martin.
Look at Terry taking him down from the cross there. You never see pictures like that. When Martha and the Blessed Mother, they were supposed to be there. I let them over there. I just wonder. Oh. I don't want to burn the church down. Oh my God. Oh.
Did you see this? I assume so. I mean, this is a procession mobile. You can see the tires down below.
I'm glad we came in.
Oh, maybe that's the one that rains every time they roll it out. It might be painted.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah. Where are we?
Hi, Annie. We're in Lucia's attic.
And what'd you find?
We found a poor little pigeon that was not happy.
And we're gonna bring this home for Bob, Uncle Bob.
No, we're gonna set him free.
Oh.
Yeah. 10 years in the bank.
He's free.
Covered in wherever this liquid was.
Hi, sir. Yeah, I'll just take this.
Les pièces, et puis le reste. Alors, Les Romains.
So that tunnel must have gone all around this outside. So there were seats over our heads, basically. And then these supports the top side of seats.
Standing at the lookout above the Greek Theater at Taormina. To the left is Sicily. And if we can see way across the water there, that is the mainland of Italy. And then if we just continue around here, we're back into Taormina, the Ionian Sea, which goes out to the Mediterranean Sea.
Ma, Fanavia, you ready to go on the cable car?
From a cable car?
Oh, there they go.
Let's take the cable car to get to the boat. Oh dear.
She's killing me now.
I don't want it to be on time lapse. How do I turn it off?
I wait till the four come around and then they're all going straight. And then it's just gonna drop like the Tower of Terror. It's like you're on the front of the roller coaster and you have to look.
This isn't as exciting of a video as I thought it was.
I thought we like gonna be down there by now.
What's this, a tennis court?
Yeah. Yeah. Soccer. See the net and the...
Well,
hello there. A little bit faster than that.
we should have gone zip lining.
Another one? That's you want to do. Got her? Hey!
Oh, we can dance.
We're gonna go faster.
Look at those stairs going up the mountain.
The orange is corner.
Oh, wow.
You know what?
Orange is coral.
Yeah, we're doing it.
To look at the coral. Oh. Yep, just like that.
Wow. It's all limestone. Yeah. All limestone. Yeah. The Blue Cave. I wonder why it got its name.
Oh, wow.
Well, the camera's catching it.
Yeah.
Oh, here you can really see it. Ah.
People swim? Oh, wow.
If you look on the right, you see the blue. And back. Look back. Back.
I think when I was in Capri, they said that the water was
The water is blue because the sun is coming inside from the corner.
Ah. You can crawl across and go up all those steps and
the Brooklyn Bears. Who fucking picks them?
look all the way at the top. You can see that the window up there. I think you can get all the way up there. Pretty cool. We can let the young guys run up the cliff today. Yeah. All right. Just the young guys. Yeah. The island is closed until May 1st. I'm not sure if it's a seasonal thing or what. You know Donnie Lemo?
If you look inside, you see the sun.
See the what? What? Oh.
Wow, look how clear that water is.
Yeah. The hotel. That's the elevator to the beach. Wow. Go ahead. What?
See the upper, okay, see the big green like valley there? I don't know if you call it a valley.
Sure.
But, and then go up that and see there's kind of like a hotel that's mostly beige, and then the one next to it is beige with white.
Yeah.
And then see the road comes like all the way down.
Uh-huh.
We walked all along that road.
Oh, wow.
To one of those buildings, and then we went inland
Yeah.
looking for
Yeah, you got-
porcelain dirt.
So you get. So is that a scenic view from that wall?
No. No, we were concerned about car speeding us. So we couldn't really take the road.
Oh, you were concerned.
Huh?
You were concerned.
Oh, yeah.
This is the shell cave.
Shell cave?